Hello, hello, lovely people of Earth. All right, we have Extras with KARL Pilkington and Ricky Gervais. When I saw Extras and KARL showed up, I didn't know he was going to show up. I just got so excited. This guy is easily my favorite, let's say, comedian ever. I love him so much. So I guess this is how he got to be there, or the behind the scenes. I don't know. Let's find out. Okay. Early.
All right, I'm KARL. I'm on my way to Pinewood Studios for the day here. I'm going to be on the set of Extras. Ricky has given me a role as an extra, and he's asked me to film what it's like being a real-life extra.
This is KARL Pilkington here, who's a friend of Ricky's, and he's basically with us today, just filming behind the scenes of the shoot, basically. But also, more specifically, he was just wanting to do a little piece about a day in the life of a supporting artist, basically. So, if you guys are all right with that, he was going to come and just have a chat with some of you guys, do some little interviews and a bit of filming. Is everyone all right with that? Anyone got a problem with that at all? If you guys are all right with that, that'd be great.
Those are such weird situations, because I can't really imagine somebody saying, yup, me, I got a problem with it. Piss off, KARL. I'd like... It takes a very special person to kind of like do that way. I don't know if I'd have that in me.
The day I was there was about 25 extras on set. Most of these people knew each other quite well because they'd worked together on other jobs. That's what tends to happen. So, yeah, it felt a bit awkward. You know that sort of feeling you get when you're the new kid in school. It's like that.
Horrible.
I was just sort of keeping myself to myself, really. Didn't want to get in the way, and that's when we were called up for the first scene of the day.
First scene, you're only in one.
As soon as the agent comes out, maybe if we just get a couple of snaps from you two.
I think.
Okay, because you think
Maybe
something's
not.
about to happen.
Guy.
Turned out I wasn't needed for that scene, so I just sat and sort of did that thing that you do. You know when you mess about with your phone, pretend you're texting people? That's what I'm doing there, look.
Pretend? Okay.
You can't tell, though, can you, that I'm just sort of messing about there. Maybe this acting thing isn't that hard after all.
He's so cute!
Ricky and Steve were too busy to see me, so I was still none the wiser as to when I'd been needed.
That's making me
So I
dizzy.
thought I'd just use this time to, you know, chat to some of the extras and try and, you know, make some friends and get some advice. I had a chat with a bloke called Dave. How long have you done this sort of stuff for, this line of work?
Most of my adult life, yeah. Went to drama school, tried acting, wasn't successful, and then came into extra work.
Right, so when you say most of your adult life, what sort of time are you talking there? How many years?
Nearly 30.
30 years?
Yeah.
Okay, Margaret.
2, 3, 4, take 1, A&D cameras.
Ricky, just tuck yourself round to the
Yeah, I will.
Advice-wise, I mean, how do you be a good extra? What have I got to do today?
Well, you've got to know, you've got to be like children, seen but not heard. That's the secret, which is a little bit demoralising, but that's the way it is. So you can be a big personality off the set. When you're on the set, you're expected to be quiet, listen to what everyone else can mess around, but not the background.
Go on, help yourself to a cup of tea and all that, right?
I don't know how people do this day in, day out, because it can't be good for you. Can't be good for your head, this. Just sat about, doing nothing. You're just treated like an ornament.
You can do 14 hours and do nothing, do you know what I mean? But I don't really do that much of it. I've got a job anyway, so I just do it occasionally on my days off.
So what do you do?
I'm a fireman.
Are you?
Yeah.
That's quite a stressful job, isn't it? I mean,
Can be. It's a bit like this, actually. Sit around for a while and then all hell breaks loose for 20 minutes and then sit around a bit more. Some people are a little bit strange and do it every day, forever.
Forever.
That's a great
Oh, God. What happened?
That's a great shot.
Oh, okay, got it.
So what's your name?
I'm Rick Sigmund, series thug.
So that's what you normally get, is it?
Yeah, the last couple of episodes I've done has been Bosnian Serbian soldier with an AK-47, and then murdering accused person in the dock, and now I'm a bouncer.
And that's just because of the Because of your
The look.
size, really.
Apparently, I looked the part.
Yeah, no, I can see, you know.
That
Apparently-
was cute. Apparently, I looked the part of like a horrible, just negative big guy, and then like the sweetest, cutest little
I
smile.
looked the part.
Yeah, no, I can see,
Try to prove
you
he's
know,
not.
why they pick you for that. Just looking at me, what would you say I could be down as? Because I'm not as big as you, so.
Well, you've got a really good. I mean, you could probably get a lot of more extra work than I can because you have a sort of. You know, you could be a football supporter. You could be manning crowd shot walking down the street. I walk down the street to go, oh, big guy. You know, so you would actually blend in probably a lot better than someone like me.
So you're
it's
generic.
that kind of real people that don't look like movie stars and have overly polished teeth and look, you know, actor-y. So yeah, I think you'd get actually quite a bit of work.
That was kind of insulting.
We were called back for another scene in the same location. Again, I wasn't needed. I started to get hungry around this point, but I was told that they don't start serving lunch till 1.
So everybody but him, they used everybody but Carl.
One of the other extras told me that, you know, the actors and the crew get the first dibs on the food. So he said, sometimes, you know, there isn't that much left by the time the extras get served.
Chicken, please.
Okay, now I get why they did that on the show. Gotcha. Poor Maggie.
Potatoes.
Luckily, there was, so it was all right.
Only chips.
It was just the forks that they'd run out of. Oh, and seats on the bus.
There you go. Just use your hands. Screw it, Carl.
After I'd eaten, a woman came up to me and told me my role. I've actually got a line to say as well. It's a scene where Ricky's coming out of the ivy, and I'm meant to be an autograph hunter, and he offers me his autograph, and I've got to sort of go, no, you're all right. That's what I've got to act like I don't want it. Is it normal if I have to do it?
By the way, he killed it, dude. I was so proud of him. And then, yes, I am biased because I love him. But then I saw later the, I don't know if it was the art of corpsing or what it was, but all the bloopers of his scene. And he killed it every time. And it was always Ricky that would either make a joke or whatever. But he took it very seriously.
4 times, or is that bad?
What?
Act like I don't want it. Is it normal if I have to do it 3 or 4 times, or is that bad?
The really funny thing is, when you're a bit part player, you're expected to get it right first time. If you're a star, then they can be a lot more liberal with you, and you can get it wrong 3 or 4 times and everyone laughs. If we get it wrong, they're saying, shouldn't have picked him. I told you he couldn't do it.
Give me another one.
So, you know, if you get it wrong twice, then you're actually taken out and someone else gets a chance to do it.
All
So
right,
we have to get it right first time.
So I need to get it right today, otherwise the other extras are going to be loving it, aren't they? They'll be going, oh, I could have done
because
that.
I could have done that, yeah. And we'll be practicing it whilst you're doing it and practicing and giving it a different aspect that we'll probably feel we're ready to take over if, in fact, Ricky says, do you know what, you're not doing it quite right. And we'll say, yeah, but I think I could probably do that. And then hopefully he'll say, well, Carl, could you just come out?
Because I've got quite a big part in it now, I'm not just an extra, I've actually got a line. This meant that I had to have makeup. Is it?
So you only get makeup if you get lines.
I think all the extras are a bit annoyed that I've got this speaking part.
What do you think? I think they gang up against you now.
Well, they just sort of said there's people who have been doing this job for years. And
Well, there is that.
but
Do you know your lines?
I think I've just got to sort of go, I've got to go. No, you're all right.
Well, that's good. That convinced me.
No, you're all right.
She's nice.
Just go like that. But,
Can be a bit scary, can't it?
yeah. I used to like it when I was at school. I used to get involved in, like, the
Wait,
odd bit.
so is this the first thing ever he did, like, acting? Because I know he has kind of a part on Derek. I haven't seen Derek yet, but I've been told he has, like, he appears kind of like a character. I don't know much because people are nice not to spoil stuff for me, so please don't. But I know he's appeared in other things Ricky has done, but he kind of like nervous in a way that seems like this is the first. I have no idea what the frickin' chronological order of all Ricky's shows are, but this is feeling like it's the very first one, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Talent show and that, but when you get older and you go a bit bald, and you sort of lose your confidence a bit.
What did you do in the talent show?
I was a caretaker in it. Sort of, but one who could do magic.
Oh.
It was all right. So it's better than it sounds.
What the hell is a caretaker in a talent show? What? He says something about magic, but I didn't get. I'm
caretaker in it. Sort of, but one who could do magic.
Oh.
It was all right. So it's better than it sounds.
all right.
Okay.
As expected, it wasn't long before there was talk about the shape of my head.
So you're growing a beard? Was this
It just
stubble?
well, it's Ricky's always going on about
That's
my
what
head being round.
But you
and
said it,
thinking,
you dumbass.
what
That doesn't count. First of all, I thought that was something funny to like narrate later, but then you can't complain about that if you bring it up. Oh dear
do you
me.
mean?
Pound.
But Ed's thinking,
It is quite round, I have to say, when I...
what do you mean?
Pound.
What do you mean? What do you
But
what does she mean?
it's meant to be like that, though, isn't it? It's not. If you saw me, would you sort of go, "That's a bit weird"?
No, not weird,
Round.
but it is round.
Well, I just thought if I grow some hair on the bottom,
Make it longer.
no doubt the topic of my head will crop up again later. I was told I'd be needed soon, so I sort of used what time I had left to practice my line. No, you're all right.
This is so cute.
Do you want an autograph? No, you're all right. No, you're all right, mate. Things were delayed a little bit because the weather kept changing, which isn't good when you're filming.
Okay.
They didn't want me to get my costume wet, so they organised me getting a lift. I was embarrassed there. I wish they would have just let me walk. No, you're all right.
I feel like poor thing. I feel like he's building it up so much. Especially he was there. He was in the car going there at 6:55, so 7 a.m. And now it's 4:50. He's been there for hours, and he found out he got a line like hours ago. So the build up, dude, that's the worst part. Cause if you're nervous about something or doing, it happens to me when I have to go on stage to cover for one of my brothers. But if I know about it all day, you just build it up and it's so bad and I get so anxious and so nervous. But if something happens and it's boom, you gotta go right now and do this. Like there's no time to get nervous and you just do it and you kill it and it's fine. But the build up for anxiety, anything that gives you anxiety is so bad. Poor Carl.
So, here in eyes with you. Turn around, see who it is. Oh, it's me. You're not interested. I stand there, I go, you have your book, I'll go, do you want me to sign that?
Oh, you're all right.
Whatever, if you want to. There's no one else in there, so you want me to?
Well done.
I will. Okay, that's it. So have your notebook ready.
Great.
What's wrong with you? Have you had a knock on the head today?
What do you mean? Oh, it's just a lot to remember, isn't it?
We've got to show the full horror of the head. Cheers. Can we get that? Does that look...
Of
Steve.
course, Ricky ridiculizing. That's not the word.
Okay. Okay. Who's Carl talking to? Who's Carl with? Let's leave it for now, Steve, and we'll yeah. We've got a couple of other oiks.
Other oiks. Yeah, anyone we can.
2, 3, 4, take 1, A and B cameras.
Ricky, just tuck yourself round.
Yeah, I will. I'm just waiting.
Yeah.
Dude, wait. Before this happens, it's crazy to me that for this little, like, something that's, 5 seconds maybe in the whole special at most, maybe 10 seconds, took all day. Carl was there all day. That's ridiculous, dude. Super unnecessary. I get it that they use the extras as props and they need them on hand and ready for whatever, but that's messed up. And I also get that they're there voluntarily. But still unnecessary.
And action!
Got anybody lately?
I think Graham Norton's in there tonight.
Graham Norton.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Jonathan Ross's coming on.
You want to sign that?
No, you're all right, mate. Cheers.
You're all right, mate.
There's no one else in there.
No, I'll leave it. Leave it. Jonathan Ross is coming down later with...
You never get your
I'll leave it.
Oh, for fuck.
So, yeah, he's coming down later with a twat with his wife. Good to get them. Right.
But I thought, okay, I get that this is like the build up to that moment, but I thought we were gonna see the Richey bloopers where he just like insulted him and stuff, and he had to do it a bunch of times. But whatevs. Well done, Karl.
Just, that's it then. Finished. Been here since 7 this morning. It's now 5:45.
Unnecessary.
And all I've done is say, no, you're all right.
Bring tea for the tillman.
Very unnecessary.
For the sun.
Is this just credits? Oh no.
Yeah. Hold on, don't clear it just yet. We might use it for something else.
Hold on a minute. We can still guys.
Yeah.
Away as wild sinners sin.
That's Karl's day as an extra. What did he expect? What did he expect?
Alright, is there nothing else? Alright, gotcha. Somebody's gonna be mad at me if I don't watch these 4 seconds. There you go. And it's gone. Dude, it's kind of messed up, but I get it. Somebody I read in several comments that there were a few people that did kind of extra work, and somebody told me that, yeah, that we're standing around for hours and hours just to be kind of in the background. And I don't remember if they didn't use that scene or he was like cut off or cropped out or something. So it was just for nothing. Oh man, frustrating. I always thought extra work would be fun and stuff, but not like that. It could be fun if it's just like, I guess different. I don't know. Whatever. I can imagine it being fun, but oh well. At least he killed it. He killed the part. He stole the show. It was wonderful. I loved it. Anyway, guys, that was Mr. Dilkington as an extra. There you go. Ta-da. Anyway, I kind of enjoyed that because I didn't really know it was like that. You read stuff, you hear stuff, people tell stories and stuff, but on Karl is a great subject to see the boredom. To see how, you know, annoying and excruciating stuff can be. So good on him for that. There you go. So I guess that was his first acting role. So props to him. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. You guys are amazing. I am off to watch more stuff and things. See you around. Toodles.